Hey guys, and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the book Choose Yourself by James Altucher. And I just finished the book and I thought it was a pretty good read. The book did come out in 2013. I wouldn't say it's outdated, even though it was 8 years ago, but there's a lot of themes in the book that is still relevant today, and especially with recent events over the past year. In terms of jobs, unemployment, people choosing maybe more of a different career path. So I would say I enjoyed the book quite well. And just to give kind of like a high level summary, meaning choosing yourself is kind of like, we live in a new age where you can't really depend on working for one company your entire life. That was kind of like the mantra, in the 50s and 60s, where somebody would begin in one company, they would work there for 40 years, pretty much guarantee, having a guaranteed pension, and pretty much that company taking care of you and your family for the rest of your life. Well, obviously, that's not really the case these days, as you see with what's going on, people getting laid off, companies, for the most part, really not having your best interest. Choosing yourself means that, hey, why not, take on more of that entrepreneurial route, kind of like betting on yourself. Yes, you may, a lot of people initially may work at a company, but they pick up skills, they learn stuff about the business, they educate themselves, via taking on additional work, going on experiences, and then eventually they open up their own company, and then obviously they're able to travel the world, maybe work remotely. This is another big thing that's happening because of the pandemic over the last year. A lot of people have, been forced to work remotely, and then they end up, hey, I actually would rather do this rather than going to the office. And then that way they're able to travel wherever they want while still working. So that's a new option that people are, that's a new route that people are taking. So kind of that choosing yourself is, not being a victim, betting on yourself to make it, to be successful. That doesn't mean you have to be a full-time entrepreneur. That just means that, you may need to switch your thinking that a company has your best interests, that they're going to keep you. That's not the case these days, especially, with more and more automation happening. Companies need less and less of, actual people for the workforce, and they're going to probably be keeping only people with specialized skill set. So that's not to scare you, but that's just to, make sure that you're living in reality and kind of seeing where the trends are going. So choosing yourself means that, hey, I'm kind of betting on myself to be successful. I know that I have the skill set. If not, I know I have the capability to learn it and to kind of build the lifestyle that I want to live, instead of, relying on working for one company for 40, 50 years, because does that still happen these days? Yes, but I would say it's definitely more rare, and it's a lot less than what it used to be. Especially my generation, a lot of people are finding more and more creative ways of maybe finding remote work, entrepreneurial routes, or just become more and more, involved in the technology that's building, because that's the way that most companies are going towards, is that more automation build. So as mentioned, even though this book came out in 2013, it's still pretty relevant today. I did enjoy this book. I would definitely recommend it to any viewer of any age, but especially ones who are maybe just getting into the workforce, or the millennial generation, ages between, I think, like 20 to 36, 37 years old right now, that make up a large part of America's workforce today. So guys, I'll leave a link to the book in the description. Again, it's Choose Yourself. Be Happy, Make Millions, Live the Dream by James Altucher. Great book, a lot of cool examples that he gives, and this is probably a book that I'll be referencing from time to time. I do that with a lot of books. Maybe I don't reread the whole thing from start to finish, but a few key chapters, that really good points that are always good to, revisit from time to time. So guys, with that, as mentioned, I'll leave the link in the description. Thanks so much for watching the video. Please give it a like, please give it a subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.